Good morning, and it's the end of the first week of the January challenge about vision and visibility. And we've been concentrating this week on knowing where you are at this moment in time, because otherwise you won't know whether you're getting any more visibility. So we started this challenge by going and looking at all our insights, all those things that the social medias give us to inform us around page likes and engagement and things like that. And if you have a lot of channels that you use, like I do, then it can become a complicated system to keep trying to go backwards and forwards. So I offered you quite an easy template that you could just put them in and literally just put the numbers in. And you can decide which numbers you want to track. So the easiest way sometimes is just followers or page views or engagements, rather than then you've got to look at impressions and everything else. So you decide what numbers you want to track. Then I asked you to look at all the platforms that you are registered with at the moment, that you have signed up for, and then pick from there the ones you want to work on. And by looking at the numbers, the tracking, you can tell which ones are probably doing you better than others, and you can make a more informed choice then. So for instance, you may not like Instagram, but if you've been using it and your numbers are higher in Instagram, you're going to have to bite the bullet and learn more and use Instagram. So the insights and the tracking of numbers is really important for you to see what works and what doesn't work. Then I said to you, okay, I want you now to go and look at all the other platforms you could belong to, other than Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and the usual. Think about global networks. Think about forums within your industry or forums outside of your industry that need what you do. How creatives can join communities of like-minded people. So I asked you to go and research that and just have a look if there were any that you thought, you know what, I'm going to give them a go. Don't sign up to all of them. Find an ideal one and start with one at a time and see how your traction goes. But remember, track the numbers, because if the numbers aren't making any difference, you then have to ask yourself, well, what's the point? And that's the thing when you're looking at these, I for a couple of years, I really did not want to track numbers. I didn't want to analyze. I didn't want to, I just wanted to do it. I just want to get on with it. And I thought in some way it would all magically happen. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Like in all things, you have to plan what you want, and you can't plan what you want if you don't know where you are. So that was the whole of this week's challenge. And if you haven't done any of that yet and you're going to use the weekend to do some work, those are the things I want you to really concentrate on. Next week, we're going to start looking at content, what type of content you can use, repurposing content, what works best for your audience and what doesn't. And things like that. And then as we're using that content, you can track whether your numbers are going up or not. And that will tell you how visible you're getting. And actually, that's quite an exciting thing to do, because you remember when we all started Facebook, it was like, oh, I've got so many likes. Oh, I've got more likes. I've got followers. I've got fans. Well, actually, tracking your numbers is a little bit like that. It's about looking at it and going, those posts work really well. I'm going to do more like that, and you get more followers and you get more engagement and more people become aware of you and what you do, and then they start talking about you in other groups, and that's how you become more visible. You can't hope it'll happen if you don't put in the work. And remember what I said, if it's only one social media platform you're using, that's fine. It's not about the number, it's about the quality of what you're putting out there and the value you're putting out there, so that your visibility and the value you offer makes you an authority in your field, and people begin to trust you and people will want to work with you. So there you go. That's the tracking bit of week one. And as I say, next week, we're going to start looking at content. So you all have a great weekend. I will be back on Monday. I'll do a quick live Monday morning to talk about the rest of the week, and we can take it from there. But honestly, the numbers are important. Bye.